She was born and bred in Nashville, but she walks the beaches down in Florida sand. A mother and wife, a daughter, a sister, trying hard to do the best she can. She found her voice with a heavy heart, looking for purpose with trembling hands. Giving this all a new start, moving ahead, speaking for ones who came. She says I am who I am, I'll stand my ground. Even when the nights get long and rough, you'll hear my sound. She'll be speaking for the ones unheard, 'cause she's got a caring heart that won't be turned. Her mama fought cancer while she was searching, stories that needed a gentle voice. We saw summer's name and felt the heart ache and tried to bring light where there was no choice. And when she heard us, Sebastian, her sadness rose. She prays for truth through the noise. She'll follow wherever the story goes, seeking their dignity, a child's joy.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my gosh. Listen, I'm going to have to apologize for today. I am so sorry. First of all, hello, Raymond. Thank you. I seen that green. That's the first thing that popped up, and I am going to go back up and say hello to everybody. Thank you for 15 months, Raymond. Thank you. Thank you for 15 months putting up with me. Hello, hello, hello. Love you. Thank you so much. Listen, my title's messed up. My title's right. That is what we're doing, but I didn't have all the time to do everything. My disclaimer's up here in the corner. My disclaimer, copyright disclaimers down here, strolling at all times. Okay. Listen, I'll explain later. I ain't got time for all this, okay? I ain't got time today. I ain't got time today. Not I got time today. It's I ain't got time today. Okay? Anyway, thank you, Raymond. I love you, Raymond. Thank you for your support always. Let me stroll back up here. Yeah. Missing in Tennessee. Hey. Love you. Glad to see you. Hello, D Lucky. Hello, good to see you. Andrea, hello. Hello, Janice, my beautiful mod. Good to see you. Thumbs up. That's right. Hello, like, share, sub. All that's free. Don't forget to hit that button. So when I go live at the last minute, honey, y'all know. Hell, I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. Welcome in. Hello, DJ and Raven. Good to see ya. Look at that, baby. Look at that. Good to see ya. Wild Wolf. Hello. Hello, Sebastian and Summer and all of those hearts. Hello, good to see you. Good to see everybody. Thank you for being here. Sharon, hello. Hello. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Listen, I was getting set up. First of all, I want y'all to be safe and warm. I've been posting a little bit here and there. Everybody's supposed to have a winter storm, okay? That's first and foremost. I want y'all to be safe. I want you to get prepared. I want you to get all your groceries. Y'all are liable to lose power on this one, honey. Be safe. Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, wherever you may be. Seriously. It's going to be a wild one, okay? It's going to be wild. I'm very concerned for y'all. I am very concerned. Good morning, Gypsy. Good morning. Say a prayer for Millie. Say a prayer for her husband. They having doctor's appointments this morning. Say a prayer for our beautiful Beth Ann. She just learned she had colon cancer, and she's very young. She's very scared. Say prayers for her. Say prayers for everybody that needs them. I know everybody needs prayers, okay? Say prayers for me. I'm going through it right now. I have some personal things going on, and I'm really, listen, I know I hadn't been myself, but listen, I'm getting it from all angles right now. Okay, I don't want to get into it. It's not about me. Okay, but I'm about to lose my ever fucking loving mind. Okay? So that part. Anyway. Whew. Hello, Broken. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Love you. Hey, baby kisses. Hello, hello, hello. What is this? Kill 2 women. Okay, anyway. Okay, so listen, I was last minute. I was going to go on about this. There's a case I want to talk about out of Tennessee. I was going to do it last night to get it out. Listen, I had a lot going on. I'm sorry, y'all notice I hadn't been on and off. Listen, what it is. I am who I am. I am what I am, and whatever. But I was going to talk about this case and talk about stalking and talk about all things. I'm still going to talk about it. I think I got a little, listen, I didn't know this man I knew he was going to court this morning. I didn't know it was going to be televised live. They're not showing inside the courtroom, but they're showing outside the courtroom, because when I went to all the news stations, as I was trying to get my setup here going, I'm like, well, damn, they're showing court this already. I didn't even know court was going on, but it is. Chill out. It's okay. Hell, I didn't even have time to go to the bathroom. I'm like, well, freak, I can go to the bathroom when I get started. That's why everything was so quick, fast, in a hurry. My titles, everything was screwed up. I was going to say my hellos and just play it and go and roll and whatever. Where there's a will, there's a way. But here's the thing. Then I pop back on, and Trump is doing something. You know, them presidents, when you was little, you'd go, gosh, why is the president always got to break into my movies or my soaps or my whatever? So I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know how long. So maybe we can rewind. I went back on whatever. And listen, it is what it is. So I'm going to breathe, Smiley, breathe. I'm just going to breathe. And I'm going to try to just calm down. Let me look at something. President's still on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the beginning, what I had in mind anyway, and explain this show. Hello, Cinderella. We're just going to go into it from the beginning. I always get discombobulated when this happens anyway, okay? So I'm going to start at the beginning, because I know all of y'all are going to be lost. So let's just start again as if I didn't know they were having court yet. Okay? Thumbs up if you're with me so far. Just chill. Y'all can keep an eye on it if you want to, and tell me when it starts back. And if President Trump is still talking, with all due respect, if it allows me to rewind, we'll just freaking rewind later. Now, thank you for all joining me. I love you all. Hit the thumbs up because we're going to talk, because I am who I am and I stand my ground, and we're going to talk about this. And now I'm going to breathe. I'm going to try to stay calm, and we're going to talk about something important happening right there in Davidson County. Okay? Okay. Today is January 20th, 2026, and it's 12:49 here and there too. So, hey, Smiley Squad, and anybody coming in and anybody new, I would love to have you join us. And this is very serious. We're talking about a stalking case, among other things. Hey, tap dancer Lizzie, good to see you, honey. We're talking about the kind of stalking case that steals peace, sleep, and safety. This isn't about romance. This is about fear. If you ever had the gut feeling something is off, trust that gut feeling. Put red flags in here, in this chat right now, if you ever seen warning signs or had gut feelings. Because I've had, hey, Memo, I've had gut feelings lots of times. Lots of times. Listen, I think we've all had gut feelings. I don't even need to be near somebody to have a gut feeling. And I have had gut feelings. I think we all have them. You know, sometimes I remember one time, oh my God, the first real bad feeling I had was and I was younger. I was on a phone call with somebody. I mean, and they were my age. I had a really bad gut feeling about somebody years ago, back in the 80s. Just will never forget that gut feeling. Oh my God. I wanted to run, turn and run. It wasn't nothing nasty or ugly or anything like that. It was just, oh my God, something they said. I was like, oh Lordy. There's all kinds of shapes and forms of gut feelings. And I knew them. It was, oh God, it's making my chest hurt thinking about it. I'll stop. Okay. Listen, we all have had gut feelings. Listen to your gut feelings. Listen. We have had gut feelings that something's wrong and felt off, and I'm here to tell you we really should back away and always listen to them. So the allegation here is this person watched a teen from the woods. They also sent a letter from jail. From jail, do you hear me? Okay. That's right. He didn't know her, okay? Listen. He was still going to do it from jail. He was bound and determined, even from jail. No bars was going to stop him. No bars. He was bound. He was determined. No judge. No COs. Not in his mind. No mail carriers. No distance. Talk about he's going to do what he wants, when he wants, and do it from the inside. No worries. Not from him. He didn't have a care in the world. He might today. Now, he was charged. He was charged. His charge was aggravated stalking. Let's talk about stalking for a minute. Unwanted contact. It keeps escalating. Somebody showing up to your home, your work, your school. Coincidence? I think not. There aren't no coincidences. Come on, people. You may know these people. You may have never seen these people in your life. You may have never heard of them. Some people get fixated on you. You know, that kind of stuff happens. It does. Somebody may have just seen you before and got fixated on you. It don't matter if you're young or old. It don't matter who you are. I know many of people this has happened to you. Happened to. Not you, I apologize. You know, that kind of stuff, that's not even half of it though, really. They use letters through third parties when they're blocked, or they go under different names. They turn rejection into obsession. Some people just become so dangerously obsessed, and they get fixated on one thing, one person. It can sometimes turn deadly. Now, let's just be real here. Not just for the victim, and please understand this, not just for the victim. See, this could have just turned out deadly because somebody turned this into a habit, or a game into a habit. This is no game. But their habit or their game starts as habits and games. They get obsessed. And sometimes the victim will grow balls, strength, and they take things into their own hands out of fear or not being trained, or fear that nobody helps them, and they or others want to protect them, or they want to protect their family, and they fear nobody is helping them, or the help don't come fast enough. And the tables start to turn. See, I personally see it different from the outside looking in. And yes, if you do these things, it is a crime. And yes, they do need to be punished. They do. But sometimes that punishment comes a little bit too late. But these are serious games turning into these things that are very serious and senseless. And sometimes they can't be punished or won't be punished, or they know just when to stop at that line where the law can't do nothing until it's too late. And it's a dangerous thing to be playing. People may say, well, I already been arrested before. I already been to prison before. It don't matter. Just stop it with the bullshit, because it matters. Everything matters. It's senseless. I don't care who you are. Clean yourself up. Stop yourself from doing crimes and dumb things. You may need things you don't even know you need 10 years from now, 5 years from now. Clean your record up. Clean yourself up. Stop your bullshit. I'm talking to everybody. You don't know what you need in the future. You don't know what laws might change. Something you may not even want, but you may need, may come up. And you're going to need that. Make a change now. Do you realize there may have been, there have been many documented cases out there where people have been rich. I mean, millionaires that are now homeless. Do you know that there have been many famous movie stars or TV stars or child stars or what actors who died young or died old, for that matter, that died broke, hungry, homeless, and nobody would even know them if they passed them on the road? They look like old bag people. I'm just asking, because that's the truth. I'm asking. Some people need to take heed to this shit. Sometimes I tell you shit because some of you act like you don't know this. Sometimes if you pay attention, there's a lesson into some of these things that I tell y'all. I'm not the smartest smartest person in the room, but y'all ain't the smartest one in the room either. Just saying. It saddens me to think only, out here in this world, people don't seem to understand these things, and it's unreal. But anyway, back to the story, which is the biggest red flag. Let me see in your answers, is it showing up unexpectedly for a stalker? Is it, what is it? What is it? What do you think? Is it watching you, following you around? I think that's pretty creepy. Is it sending you letters? Is it following you online? What do y'all think? Y'all tell me. Smartest comment got my husband giggling. Tell him I'm going to take his vote. Who does he think's the smartest one in the room? None of us? We all dumbasses over here. Lord, y'all make me laugh. Apparently, I don't need to yet. I'm not today. I'm telling you, none of us is the smartest one in the room. But some of these people, boy, I am telling you what, they think they the smartest ones. Totally understand. Gypsy said, it's an act of control on their part. They will send small hint letting you know that they're, and yes, and listen, sometimes you'll not start to notice they show up, they'll get brazen. Some people will leave little stuff, and I'm not talking about YouTube and this, that, and that. I'm talking about out there in real life. They will follow you. They will leave stuff. Look, what we're talking about right now is this person and a teenager. She didn't know him. We're going to get to all this in a minute. We're going to get to all this in a minute. Hey, Susan. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Stalking comes in all forms. But, trust your gut. If you're at work, tell an adult, or even if you're a child, it don't matter if you are an adult. Tell another person, tell a manager, tell your neighbor, tell somebody. Save evidence. Get screenshots, dates. Listen, the number one thing, the most important thing, if you never hear anything in any law enforcement, any higher up, anybody will tell you, do not engage. It cannot be any more simple than that. Any legal period they're never going to take you serious, whether you're in the right or wrong, to be any more simple is do not engage. And I know that's hard. Don't engage. Use one clear do not contact if advised to do so. Then stop all replies. You do not engage in stalking. When you do that, you cannot call it stalking. Nobody, especially the law, takes it serious. What you can do is tighten up your privacy on social media, your location sharing, all your photos, make sure they're on private. I know you're the victim and you feel like you're being re-victimized. And you say, should I have to do that? You shouldn't. It's that simple. But you need to do all the right things to make sure. Okay, you're fine, Janice. Go ahead. And be safe, please. To be sure that they get what's coming to them. Say you're at school or whatever. Have a safety plan. Well, first of all, you need to write down everything, dates, times, all that, keep a journal. But let's say you're at school or at work. Have a safety plan. Make one. If you're at school or at college, have someone walk you to your car or to your dorm. They have security. Call them. Park where there is lighting, where there's working cameras. At least if something happens to you, they have cameras where you know they're going to have a trace which way to go, what to look for, where to start, where there's time not wasted. That's kind of important. Screen fire, that's when people look. If you're able to, these are things that you can always carry in the back of your head with you. Carry mace, and make sure, if you're able, carry pew-pews. If you can. Make sure you learn how to use them safely. Learn your self-defense. I can tell you right now, I can tell you one self-defense tactic on here. You all want to be on your, all of you have your cell phones with you at all times. You have your cell phones. You don't need a pew-pew. You don't need mace. You got that? It's deadly for anybody in an instant. But I won't. Maybe I should start using it behind a pay channel to tell y'all and show y'all. But I can't do that. That would be grifting. I won't tell you who where I got that lesson from. Who showed me that. I won't do it. It's against the law. Oh, yeah, that's illegal. Let's move on now. Back to the story. Moving on. Next. Seriously. If you think you're in danger, immediately call 911. Always keep a record of reports, people, times, dates, journals. Always tell somebody. Trust your gut. Even if you feel unsafe, treat it as real. Tell someone today, a friend, a neighbor, a boss, a school counselor. Don't carry it alone. Call 911. There's immediate danger. If there's immediate danger, call 911. Like I said, document everything. Don't engage. No arguing, because if you argue, there's no closure. It fuels the fire. And lock down everything. Let me see if Trump is still on here. Yeah, he's still on here. Let's see if I can go back. Hold on a minute. I don't know if I can go back. Shit. But I don't understand. Hold on a minute. Let me see something. Hold on. What I'm going to do is we're going to talk about this guy right here, because I want y'all to know what is going on with this story. Hold on. Lordy. As far as I know, WSMV is the only one reporting on it. I'm going to read it. We're going to read this. Oh, I can't mute it. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Let me share my screen. I told y'all I've been off guard. Okay. Yeah, I can't. Why in the heck can I can't see it to go back. My eyes have been bothering me again. I think it's my stress. But we're going to read this story. You just hold on. Okay. Hold on. Anyway. So. Let me do something. Okay. All right. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me do this. Jesus Christ. Can y'all hear that or no? I don't think y'all can hear it. Oh my God, it's been a freaking fracking week. Hold on a minute. Let me stop this. Jesus. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay, I think maybe.
College tuition. That's for sale when we're talking about winter weather. Sometimes it's only about a day or two ahead of time that we can give you a truly accurate forecast. And I'm going to show you why. Let's dive right into Futurecast here. I want to first start off with the American model, the GFS, as we call it as meteorologists. This particular model, which is
Okay.
typically reliable, shows it starting off Friday.
All right. So this is him right here. This is Christopher Turner, 53 years old. Aggravated stalking. He's accused of harassing and stalking a 16-year-old girl in Nashville. Metro Nashville police said. Okay. Terrified Nashville teen receives letter from inmate following unsettling encounter. Police say a 53-year-old man is charged with aggravated stalking after allegedly writing a letter from jail to a 16-year-old girl in Nashville. He was previously accused of watching from the woods. He didn't know her, y'all. A man is accused of terrifying a Nashville teen by stalking her even after his arrest. Christopher Turner, 53, was first accused of criminal activity related to the teen back in July. Police papers say the girl was sitting in her bedroom when her dogs began barking. She looked out her window and allegedly saw Turner standing in the woods staring back at her. The victim stated the two made eye contact, which scared her. Hell, he would scare me too. Anybody looking at me through my window would scare me. And she walked away from the window, the arrest papers say. All right. Turner then allegedly stole her bike and left. The teen and her father later confirmed to police that they did not know the man and had never met him. Turner was arrested for theft on July 14th. So they got him on theft. I got all of that. But 6 months later, we're talking 6 months later, police say the man resurfaced in the girl's life. Officers was again called to the Nashville home last week. Now, he's been sitting in jail, y'all. After the teen allegedly received a disturbing letter from this stranger. The letter was sent from the Davidson County Detention Center to the victim at her residence, an affidavit says. Officers observed the letter, which goes into detail about how the defendant can't stop thinking about this juvenile. I mean, how freaking sick is that? The 53-year-old recounted he's been sitting in jail thinking about this juvenile girl that he saw through this window, y'all. He had been sitting there thinking about the 16-year-old girl all this time since July. And he writes her this letter and he tells her so. from behind bars. So nothing stopped him. I don't even want to think what he's been thinking. But he's been thinking about her since July. I don't even want to think about what this letter said. So he's been thinking about the July encounter in the letter. He wrote the letter to the teen that when he made eye contact with her, he said, I could see something in you that I long for. That's scary because if he ever got out, I'm telling y'all, he would continue to stalk her or try to get to her, and God only knows what, in my opinion only. I just can't get you out of my mind at times, he says. He said that. I feel like I know you. The letter went on to say, in part, yep, that was only part of it. The girl told police she is scared of Turner and that the July incident and letter made her terrified. He was charged in January with aggravated stalking. According to the Davidson County Sheriff's Office website, Turner is behind bars at the Maximum Correctional Center. In addition to felony aggravated stalking charge, he is also separately charged with sexual battery and assault as of Tuesday morning, jail records say. He is not eligible for release due to court-ordered documents on domestic violence. I mean, can you believe that? Hold on, I couldn't see y'all. Hold on a minute. Let me open this door. Sorry, I had to let my mom's dog out. So are y'all, I couldn't see the chat for a minute. Let me go back up. Yeah, what is wrong with these people? And this entire time, so anyway, let me bring up, hold on a minute. I don't know if I don't know how to get, I got it on my phone. Let me, I don't know if I can do it this way. Hold on. Davidson County. Oh, yes, I can. Hold on a minute. I have to share my screen. Hold on, y'all. Just bear with me. See, I don't like to do the docket. Just hold on a minute. We're going to try this. Hold on a minute. Some things I don't know how to do. I'm not professional, so just chill. Just chill. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. I got to take that down. Hold on a minute. All right, share screen. All right, let's do this. I don't know if this is the one or not, but anyway. So I can't see my screen. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, I had to make sure I was on. I had to make sure I was unmute. So hold on. Just hold on a minute. I got to go back where I can make it big. I can see. Lord, my eyes. Okay. So this is his. Okay. All right. Charge 1. Stalking, aggravated. There's his. He's on a $40,000 bond for that. Okay. He got the petty theft. He didn't have a bond on that. We'll see. He had to serve 30. It looked like he had to serve 45 days. Okay, so he had this, which is a felony. He had a warrant on him, but I don't think that's not on her. Okay, he had a $10,000 bond on that, which is what I wanted to show you. But and an assault of bodily harm. Okay, $2,000 bond. That what I'm saying is, and these are his aliases. Okay, these are his aliases. Notice this offender is being held for the following reasons and is not eligible for release at this time because of the domestic violence, 12-hour hold, court-ordered violence. Shoot. Where did I go? Okay, I need to get that down. Okay. Hold on, stop sharing screen. Okay. Let me get back. Anyway, I think if he's done those things and he got out, he would do them again. He would track this girl down again because no bars is going to stop him, period. I got to find the right one. Okay. Hold on just a minute, y'all. All right, take that one down. All right, take that one down. Hold on a minute. Oh, here we go. Okay, hold on. All right, that's not it. Okay. So I don't guess. Oh, shoot. Holy moly. I'm telling y'all, it's been a day for me. It's been a whole week for me. Anyway, we're going to forget watching the court thing. I don't know what's happening with this. But anyway, I ain't worried about that right now. Trump, you interrupted me, honey. You interrupted me. But what I'm saying is, so y'all get the gist of it. He's a very, he's a stalker. He's a thief. He's all of those things. And, she definitely is a victim. There's other victims out there. He's got bonds. He will get out eventually. And people's got to be safe. There's all kinds of different stalking. And this man, he'll be out one day and people need to know who he is. And people need to be safe. They're out there. And you need to trust your gut. I don't know what's going to happen in court today. I don't know what his sentencing, will be. I don't know. I was honestly, let's see. He had the sexual battery force, he had the assault with bodily injury warrants from before. He had all those things. And then the stalking on top of it. He had all that. So in court terms, I don't know what he's going to get. He went back this morning. Obviously, it was early in front of Gail Robinson. Hell, to be honest, I didn't know Gail Robinson was still a judge. But I'm going to tell you something. Gail is a good person. And I'm not just throwing that name around. I'm going to tell you, the entire Tennessee knows who Gail Robinson is and who that entire family is. And I mean personally. And if you don't, you've been hid under a rock somewhere. Gail Robinson and that family is good people. And I mean good people personally. But they're going to stand for the law. They're going to stand what's right. And I'm sure it hurts their heart that these idiots have to come up in front of them, but they're going to do what's right. And they're not going to put up with no bullshit, in my opinion. They've been around many, many years and involved in many, many businesses. Their family is, tied up and owned in Phillips and Robinson Funeral Home. Since I was a baby. I've had many families go through there. Good people. I guess sometimes you just got to have a lot of patience. Some people does have integrity, even when it's hard. And here's another Pete. I can't even talk this morning. Here's another piece people don't realize. A case can still involve bond and still have a hold or conditions that keep someone from being released. Because, sorry, I got my phone up this morning, y'all. I'm expecting some very, very important stuff going on. So anyway, people, what am I trying to say, can still have bond and still keep from being released because the court is weighing community safety and victim safety. So sometimes it's not just about money. Everybody ain't about money, honey. So instead of throwing out a number and risking misinformation, I'm going to do it the right way, the responsible way. I'm just going to focus on what's confirmed publicly, what the process looks like and what victims' families can do to protect themselves. How do people keep safe? And until I hear a ruling on this idiot, I don't know what he's going to get because Trump interrupted. So I don't know. Y'all can be welcome to email it to me or send it to me when y'all find out. I don't know if I'll have time to look it up later because I got a million things going on today. But what I'm trying to do is tell y'all here, before anything escalates or if you think you're in trouble, don't listen to myths out there like, you're just being dramatic or whatever. Don't do that. The truth is, if you're nervous and you have a gut feeling or something, your gut's telling you, you feel dangerous, you feel like you're in danger or something, kind of back off. Write it down. Keep it in the back of your head. Tell somebody. Start taking precautions. Keep an eye out. That's the time to start drinking your coffee and keeping your eyes wide open. It don't mean every single time that you're being stalked or something's going on, but just start keeping it in the back of your head because you're not alone and you're not crazy. But document it. I'd rather be safe than sorry. But if you feel unsafe, call 911. You're not crazy. You're not crazy. And keep records. Don't engage. Please don't engage. Okay? Don't engage. do things to protect yourself. Park at lighting areas, if it's dark. Also, change up your routines. Change up your routines, but always let your friends or family know where you're going, how the routines that you're changing up, things like that. Um, do different things. Um, do all the things. Hell, talk to PG. She can tell you what she does. She told me one time she changed her foods and her she cut up her boxes and so I'm just saying, you know, there's things that can be done. Change your routines. Change your routines. Okay? Take note and do all things. Because sometimes, like this instance, they can get behind, even if they're behind bars, people's going to find you if they really want to. And this young girl and her family didn't even know this guy, and he got fixated on her um, from finding her through the woods. She was in her home from being a peeping tom. He got fixated on her, and again, he's known as Christopher Jermaine Turner, Christopher Turner, Christopher J. Turner, Christopher J. Turner spelled a different way, Christopher Jer Turner. Lots of AKAs. And he's no good. Theft. He's a thief. He's an abuser. He's all these things. He uses sexual force. He's no good. He's a black male. And his photos out there on WSM. I don't know what they'll give him. I don't know what he'll be charged with. He likes to aggravate. He likes to stalk, but he likes young girls, evidently. And he started stalking her as of last July, and she's terrified. She'll always now be terrified. This should not be happening, but it did, and it's ongoing for her. Stalking is a crime, and it can become deadly for either party, actually, as of what I was trying to get to a while ago. For either party, it's senseless. This is one of those things that's senseless. So if you need help, talk to somebody about it. And if you're in immediate danger, call 911. Make a report, get the report. And Smiley Squad, I love y'all. I thank you for spending some of your time with me this morning. And just, try to do the right thing. Yeah, police need, they used to didn't recognize this. They're coming more around, but this is a hard one. And this is who's reporting on it, WSM, the most for in Nashville. So y'all can find all the deets there. I am sorry. I have been kind of unavailable lately, but I have got a ton of stuff going on. And I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. It is physically, literally, making me sick. At least I know, and it had, YouTube helps some, but it physically, literally, damn, where's my stuff? It physically, literally makes me sick, but I have my own things to deal with sometimes. And, I do what I do when I do it, but I got a million things to do. And I come on when I come on. I still research. I still look. I still listen. But y'all are honestly just gonna have to bear with me. And if you do, you do. And I appreciate you. That is a fact. Where is my? I can't think right now. Where is my? Lord, have mercy, my banners. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to take this down. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. Anyway. So anyway, I know you are, baby kisses. I know you are. So it is what it is. But anyway, I got too many grown folk to take care of. These things scare me to death when they pop up. But I deleted a lot of my apps yesterday. Oh my God. Jeez. I just can't deal with them. You know, sometimes they really get on my last nerve, honey. They do. They do. But anyway, you know what? It needs to warm up here because I need to get out. I just need to get out. Lord, I need to get out. So I wanted y'all to know about this. And it is what it is. I don't even know what to say this morning. Hey, funny face, Brenda. I will, honey. I will. This live was just all screwed up, wasn't it? That's why I don't like going in modding late, because I get all screwed up on that. I do. But I give it my best shot. Hit me with your best shot. Remember that song, Brenda? Hit me with your best shot. That used to be one of my favorite. We need to do a fun live. God, too much going on. Oh, you're welcome, Raymond. There's a freeze warning. See, I get all these emails. All these emails. Freeze warning. No joke. My brother's at. I got to call my brother too and kind of let him know, listen, you need to leave your water running. You do I'm really worried for y'all in Tennessee, Brenda. I'm really worried for everybody in Tennessee, Alabama, and all that. Are you? Yeah, fire away. I love all them songs back then. Yeah, Raymond, you always got a freeze warning. You always look. You got a frostbite warning. Hell, and it won't warm up here in Florida either. I don't even know what is going on here. I am telling you, and it's cold there, H. Davis. I am telling you what. Man, and I can't get a freaking cup of coffee. I'm going to bring my coffee pot in here. I can't get a freaking cup of coffee from the kitchen to in here, for that sucker is freaking cold. Shit. Dang, man. Hey, Brenda, you remember back in the day, you know, where there's a will, there's a way? I remember my granny used to, like, I think this is what I'm going to have to do down here in Florida. I shouldn't maybe give nobody this advice. How many of y'all, let me ask you, how many of y'all, when it's wintertime, because look, I'm going to have to convert to this in Florida. So if it's so cold, you turn on the oven and then you open the oven and let it heat up the house. Hey, let them. Thank you, honey. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, we all need prayers at our complex getting our softener fixed for our boiler system. I hope you get it fixed. I hope everything gets fixed. Everybody, you know, people, and then that's another thing too I worry about, because if people need something fixed, then everybody's calling and they like, oh, we can't get there because of the weather. Y'all go ahead and get everything fixed, because people is like, They can't do it because they booked up. Well, people can't wait. People can't wait. They need it now. They need it now. Yeah, done it many times. Done it many times. Plus, when blue jeans wasn't dry, we hang them over the door. Over the door, absolutely. If they wasn't dry, you hang them over the door or over the shower. Yeah, I learned much stuff. Yeah, I know how to survive. Absolutely. We know how to survive. These people nowadays, that's their problem. They don't know how to get by and survive. They don't know. That's why I try to throw little tidbits of stuff out there. Of course, you don't want to go to sleep with it, I mean, I tell you what, I think that's much safer than space heaters, to be honest with you. But you're in Wisconsin, whew. Listen, if it comes ice storms and stuff, see, the problem is y'all gonna have to get it real warm. That's where, unfortunately, the power's gonna go out, and there's gonna be some cold people, and I feel for these older people and these, disabled people. You blame it on Minnesota? Yep. I mean, I don't understand what's going on. See, this is why you need matches, candles. But you got to, listen, you got to use your brain and use safety. This is why you need oil and these lamps. You need to make sure you stock up on your dog food. And see, here's another thing. Cat food, whatever food you need, hell, you might be eating that for long. This is why you need your Viney sausage and your Spam. Even if you think you're too good to eat it right now, you need to store up on things like that. I know it's windy here, because when you're in an emergency, you might not need those things now, but you have to prepare. And flashlights and extra long johns, even if you put those things in a box or one of those tubs, with the top on it, catch them on sale after Christmas or Halloween or whatever, and you put them up, then you'll have them. It's waste not, want not, right? Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. I know they thought I was crazy, but I brought a lot of blankets back from my mama. I'm glad I did now, honey. I don't take nothing for granted because I just don't, especially after it snowed here last year. And I'm glad I did. And it's not so much, even though it snowed here, it didn't snow. It snowed everywhere around us, but here, even down south, and all 30 minutes from here. But it's been cold and windy. My bones won't take it. But listen, you live and you learn, and that's what I can't make these people understand. You live and you learn. And make up, use them beans, cook you up some food, cook you up some food that's not going to spoil or eat up real good, get your bellies full. I'm really worried about some people. I really am. Okay, baby kisses. Have a good day. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on here. I wanted to let y'all know about this person. I don't know. It is what it is. But y'all keep on keeping on. You have bent cardboard around. Yeah, bent cardboard around. Absolutely. The windows. Absolutely. Yeah, around the windows. And anything to keep the air out. I remember we used to put those listen, just an easy piece of material, and you don't think that stuff is coming in. Easy piece of material, stuff it with cotton, sew up the ends, throw it down on the floors, even through the extra doors, like inside the house too. Any air, close off the rooms that you're not using, any of that. Close the vents that you're not using of the rooms. Anything that's going to help. Anything will help, to keep any extra air out. You do what you got to do. It's not the good, chummy things that bougie things and all that, but if it keeps you warm and whatever keeps you from getting sick, rubber back cushions help. Yeah. Just keep all the things and keep keep inside. Don't be going outside. Keep inside. So, yeah, make sure you leave your water dripping. Make sure, because you don't want no busted pipes. Lord have mercy. That's the last thing you need. It is the last thing you need. Absolutely. Hey, Nurse Sandy. You definitely don't need any of that. Make sure, listen, keep a hat on inside, one of those knit hats. Keep your hat on. They say your head, keep the heat in, the hat, and the feet, keep socks on. Your hat and your head, I can't even talk this morning. Your head, keeping the heat in, and your feet, that too. And y'all, please, I know y'all got sense enough to bring your animals in. If you don't need animals. I'm sorry. And I don't care. I could love you to death, but please take care of your animals. If you don't tell Smiley. Please don't tell Smiley, because I don't want to know. It hurts my heart. I don't want to know. I don't. If not, just don't tell me. But I'm going to, okay, here's a weather alert. Let's see. Oh, shit. I don't know what to do with it. First, WSM, speaking of that, let's see what it says. Just got this update. First weather alert.
Exactly what you're going to get. Thanks for joining us here on WSM4 at noon. I'm Lauren Lowry. Tracking the latest chances, the latest models, because you do take many into account. Yes. Chief Meteorologist Lisa Spencer is with us right now. As of today, what are we looking at?
Well, it's definitely a system that has gotten our confidence up. It's going to happen. And what we're looking at this point is we're going to call it a major winter storm. So we are going to see an impact here. It's just exactly what that is going to be, whether it be snow, ice, a combination of both of those. But regardless, there is a winter storm watch that is in effect in all of these areas. So this is just not us. This includes folks here in the Southern Plains all the way through all the way over into the Carolinas. Can you believe it? That far. So big impact from this storm. This starts tomorrow night. Now, so far what we know is this is a large winter storm coming in on Saturday and Sunday. The highest accumulations will be on Saturday, and we are going to be cold for several days. So whatever falls, it is sticking with us. It is going to cause quite a mess on our roads. And also, if you're traveling by air, there will likely be some issues. And then you think about winter storm. What's the temperature? It's 51 degrees right now. I know, quite a difference. And we can see not much of a wind at this point. But we are looking for some showers continuing through the afternoon. Temperatures will remain in the 40s. So keep your umbrella with you.
Okay, so Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, just it's supposed to get bad. You're gonna get snow and ice. You're gonna get that snow and ice. God, I hate ice. I hate it for y'all. So be careful. Y'all go get your main thing. Make you some boiled eggs up. You know, I don't know, but yeah, all the things. Make you some stuff up that you can have. Get you get you an ice chest. Put some things in the ice chest. Honey, do what I do when a hurricane comes. If you're a coffee drinker, I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say, and make sure you got your paper cups and stuff, but I'm going to say it again. Y'all can be some rednecks. Get you a little grill. Get you a $2 or $3 grill if you ain't got one. Get you some instant coffee in case your lights go out. If you got snow, you ain't going to need no water if your water busts, but I hope it don't bust. But anyway, if you get desperate, I'm just saying where there's a will, there's a way. Now, fill up you some jugs. But anyway, get you some water, okay? Make sure you have your water. Get you some instant coffee. Put you a pan on the grill. Heat up your water. Pour it in the thing. Put you a little scoop of instant coffee. Stir up the coffee because you're going to get ill now if you don't have your coffee. And then just drink your coffee. You'll be okay. You won't be without, okay? Look, Smiley ain't doing without no coffee. I don't care what kind of storm comes. I'll be redneck. I'll be blue neck. I will be yellow neck. I'm going to get my coffee neck. Okay? I am who I am, honey. We're going to get the coffee. Okay? I'll be on the diet neck. I'll be on any neck. But I'm going to get my coffee. We're going to get it. We're going to get all that coffee. I'll be in the jail, but we're going to get the coffee. Okay? Just kidding, y'all. I'm going to get my coffee one way or another because there is a will and there's going to be a way. Okay, I'm going to play us out. That any news you get, WSMV 4 up in Nashville. Look, I got to promote Nashville. I got to talk about Nashville. I got to talk about cases in Nashville. Born, bred, and raised, honey. Nashville is me. Hey, Garrett. Hello. Oh, yeah. Nashville is going to be bad. Alabama's going to be bad. We freezing in Florida bad. It's all bad. Georgia's supposed to be bad. North Carolina's supposed to be bad. And this weekend's supposed to be off the chain, honey. Off the chain. Let me take this banner down. Y'all go over and sub up to Garrett and say hi to him when he goes live. East Side, that's right. East Side 615. That's right. Okay, let me play out just because I want to and because I can. I love y'all. Thank you for spending some time with me, and y'all have a great rest of your day, honey.
She was born and bred in Nashville, but she walks the beaches down in Florida sand. A mother and wife, a daughter, a sister, trying hard to do the best she can. She found her voice with a heavy heart, looking for purpose with trembling hands. And giving this all a new start, moving ahead, speaking for once ones who came. And she says I am who I am, I'll stand my ground. Even when the nights get long and rough, you'll hear my sound. She'll be speaking for the ones unheard, 'cause she's got a caring heart that won't be turned. Her mama fought cancer while she was searching, stories that needed a gentle voice. We saw summer's name and felt the heart ache and tried to bring light where there was no choice. And when she heard of Sebastian, her sadness rose. She prays for truth through the noise. She'll follow wherever the story goes, seeking their dignity, a child's joy. She says I am who I am, I'll stand my ground. Even when the nights get long and rough, you'll hear my sound. She'll be speaking for the ones unheard, 'cause she's got a caring heart that won't be turned. She said I am who I am, I stand my ground. Even when the nights get long and rough, you'll hear my sound. She'll be speaking for the ones unheard. She's got a caring heart that won't be turned.
Thank you all for being here again. Y'all be safe out there. I love you all. Thank you. Bye.